Hello, welcome to the Caravan Company. This is a handover on the Ace Award Firestar, and I'll start inside the van. To turn the power on, we're going to turn the button on just here, and we can see everything starts to whir up. We've got lights all around the van, and we've got the water pump which is there, which I'll show you on the outside. The next part to check is down here, where you have three isolators, one for the space heater, one for the water heater, and one for the battery charger. Leave the battery charger on at all times, because then at least if you're plugged into mains, or you are on the hook up on the back of the car and you've got the right electrics, it will charge the battery. These two you only turn on when you're ready to use them. These are, as I say, the water heater and space heater, and we'll refer back to those later. You've got trip switches here, and you've got your main switch there. This one here is with the T on it, is also useful for when, if you are trying to work out if you have got electric coming into the van. If you press the T button, it should trip out if the mains is coming into the van. If it doesn't trip out, it means there's something wrong with the post you're plugged into. So we've got water connected on the outside, we've got the power on, we've got the lights on, we've got the water pump on, and the battery's connected just there. In terms of water connection and getting hot water, we can either run off the gas, where we can put the pilot, turn the little knob to the light just there, and we can then await it to go red, because there's no gas connected at the moment. But on the gas you can adjust the temperature. On the electric for the water heater, all we do is turn it on just there. It will take about half an hour to warm up. In terms of heating the van, because we've got the electric isolator on down there, to focus, we can come up here and choose either 500, 1000 or 2000 watts, and we can choose our temperature 1 to 9. We need to leave the system for a good 10 minutes to warm up, to allow the element to warm up, so when we stick the blowers on, it will blow warm air. What we do, we come to this left hand side of the heater, and we can either switch it to the manual side, where we can adjust the speed of the fan using this one here, or we can switch it to the automatic side, where the temperature will get, the fans will get the room up to temperature. They will then die down, and if you then open the door and the temperature drops, they'll kick back in again. If you want to use the heater just on the gas, all we do is push down and twist round, and we hold that button down until we can see a little pilot light just there. With the kitchen, we'll come to the fridge and turn it off, so we start again. To turn it on, we hold that button in just there. We can choose our power source using this button here, where we can choose the gas, the mains, or the car battery. For the time being, I'm going to switch it to mains, which is the little plug there, and we can adjust the temperature by pressing that one on the right hand side. You've got your fridge in there, and then next to it you've got a cupboard, and there are some gas isolation valves just there, and they're colour coded. And what they are, the colour coding is on the back of the door as well. In theory you shouldn't need to touch them, but if you're talking to an engineer and they ask you to isolate the gas water heater, you know it's the red one, and it's located just there. With your hob, oven and grill, you need to make sure the hob lid is fully up before any gas will flow through. You do have an electric ring just there, and that is controlled by this far left hand one here, which is 1 to 6. The rest of them are on gas marks, which are controlled just there. You've then got your grill pan and your oven, and then underneath you've got a pot cupboard. That mains plug there is for the electric ring on your hob. The front of the caravan, obviously we've got the awning inside ready for you, but to make the bed, all you do is pull this leader board all the way to the end, and then use the back cushions to fill the gap in the middle. You've also got an extractor fan in the kitchen, and to open it, before you use it, you twist this one round here. We then choose the direction that we want it to go in, so we can bring air in or out, and we can increase the speed. What I would ask you to do is allow, if you want to switch it from going in to out, allow the fan to stop before spinning the other way. And then when you're finished with it, make sure you close the lid. Otherwise you'll forget and water will come through when it starts to rain. Microwave works on the mains only, but when you are traveling, best to keep your microwave plate out. And I tend to just slot it just there so it's not going anywhere. This microwave is fixed in place and is vented, so there is no need to do anything with it from there. Fixed double bed. Lifts up and you've got access to the underbed just there. Vanity unit here with storage underneath. You've got various light switches. With all your windows, you've got catches. And you've got arms that then secure the window there. If you want to use a vent setting, you can do, and you've got a vent setting just there. But when you are traveling, please make sure you lock them all the way fully back down. Into the shower room. You've got an electric flush by pressing this blue button here. This one will light up if it's when it's time to empty. And the bowl does rotate, so you don't have to sit with your ankles around your neck. Down here, you've got the grey catch, which releases everything into the cassette below. Push it towards the rear wall to open, and back towards the middle to close. Stepping outside, you've got underbed storage just there, a wet locker. You've got an external barbecue point. Obviously don't barbecue inside an awning. The hitch up will show you in person. You've got space for 2 gas bottles just there. This unit is sealed, so no gas can leak inside the cabin. Your water, you would put in the aqua roll just there, and then you would fill it up. The submersible part of the water pump, that green pipe there, goes beneath the water line before you put it into the side of the van, which is just there. This is your water heater exhaust. We would advise you to take the cover off when you're going to use it to allow it to vent. Otherwise you'll start getting issues. You've got a battery fitted on board there and your mains hookup. And you can then plug into an external aerial using that connection just there. You've got fridge vents just here. Nothing, you don't need to do anything with them, just allow them to vent. You've got your grey water outlets just there, so that comes from your sink and shower. There's no waste in that respect, but they need to go into our waste master. And then you've got your toilets, which is just here. So your toilet flush goes in this top tank here. Follow the instructions on the bottle. And then you've got your cassette below, which if you lift this orange handle up and pull it out, when you get to the emptying point on the site, all you do is twist this orange pipe round, take that grey cap off, lift it up and point it downwards. When you're over the emptying point, press this orange button just there. That will release the air pressure. Once you've cleaned it all off and you come back to the caravan, all you do, you twist this one round, bring that one back, and you put the blue chemical that's the breakdown agent in there. You got your back panel there. We'll test the lights when we're plugged into your car. And then that's the access to the underbed. You do have a radio mast just there, which needs to be extended when using the radio. And that's the Ace Award Firestar. Thanks very much for watching. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask.